In this video, we will calculate cost of goods sold and ending inventory using the Perpetual LIFO method. To make the calculations, I'm going to use the logic of the inventory T account. Remember that every T account is a formula. Most textbooks use elaborate worksheets to calculate perpetual FIFO and perpetual LIFO and perpetual weighted average, cost of goods sold, and ending inventory balances. But I think that the worksheets are necessary if you're writing a textbook, but I think the logic is more concise and easier to see if we just do it right in the T account. Here is our problem. Remember that when using the LIFO method, if we have multiple layers, we always sell from the most recent layer, and then we work towards the older layers. And then we have to rewrite the layers after every sale. Just a word of warning, these red numbers, those are retail numbers, and they have nothing to do with our calculation, but they're just there. And if a student doesn't know what he or she is doing, the students are apt to try to do something with these retail numbers. But I'm just telling you, it's a common trick in accounting homework and tests to give you a little extra information that you're supposed to ignore. And if you know what you're doing, you'll just ignore those. These yellow numbers are our wholesale cost numbers, and they are relevant to this problem and calculations. Okay, let's start. Let's write down all the layers before the first sale. The first layer is our beginning balance. What happened next? We purchased more inventory at a different price. We purchased $200 at $11. So now we have two layers, meaning we have purchased inventory at two different prices. What happened next? We sold 250 units. We have two layers, and this is the LIFO method, so we have to start selling from the most recent layer. So we sold all of layer 2, and we sold part of layer 1. We have to rewrite the layers after every sale. Now we have one layer of 50 at $10. What happened next? We purchased more inventory at $12. What happened next? We purchased more inventory at $13. What happened next? We sold 200 units. We have three layers and we sold 200 units. We have to start selling from the most recent layer and then work toward the oldest layer. So it looks like we sold all of layer 3 and part of layer 2. We must rewrite the layers after every sale. The previous layer 1 has not changed, and the previous layer 2 was 150 minus the 100 equals now 50 units at $12. We have two layers again at two different costs. What happened next? We purchase inventory again, this time at $14 each. What happened next? We sold 60 units. Using the LIFO method, we start selling from layer 3, or the most recent layer. And we rewrite the layers after every sale. So the previous layers 1 and 2 have not changed, but layer 3 went from 100 units at a cost of 14 minus 60 units at a cost of 14, leaving us 40 units at a cost of 14 in layer 3. The ending inventory balance would be the sum of those last three layers in purple, 1,660, and the cost of goods sold would be the sum of those yellow numbers, 6,040.